Hello everyone, good afternoon. Welcome to another great episode of the Bisimoto Tech Tuesday, this time post Sema, which is great. This is my 105th episode back to back without missing any religiously with you and my friends and my family. Hello everyone. Alfie, good seeing you. How are you, sir? J Bagged, waving to you as well. Hello, you madman. I am great, R35, R13. How are you? Cambo, 562. A nice greetings to you. Thank you so much, Alfie, for welcoming me home. Sam, hello Sam. Oh, I need to call you later on. Wes is not my first name. Hello. I wonder what your first name is. Kokoroko, actually Kokoro, Honda, Charles. It was crazy. He's asking about how the SEMA thrash went. We spent the majority of this morning and this weekend tidying up. It was like a bomb went off in here at the facility, just rubbish everywhere, but we actually got it going. Thank you, Campbell562. And for those of you on YouTube, thank you so much for joining me here and allowing me to participate with you in this, how should I say, archive moment where I put all my Tech Tuesdays on YouTube. And for those of you listening on the podcasting, thank you so much, whether you're using the loo or jogging or working out or just spending time in a leisurely setting. Thank you so much. When are you going to make another Hot Wheels car? After this one? We just made this last week. I appreciate the vote of confidence. I can crank out cars daily, but I can't. It's a lot of work, you know? So Charles asked about the madness. It was crazy. So my goal, as my team can attest to, Duran, Aaron, Hedy, and Lindsay, Albert, Sam can attest to this as well. So can Andy and excuse me, Marvin. My goal was not to have any overnights this year. That was my goal. We had 3 overnights. How crazy was that? And then the craziest thing was that this car, I'm gonna show you guys on YouTube right there, that car right there with the funky front end with the multicolors, that 935 wouldn't fit in my trailer. Hello, Pineapple, good seeing you. Hello, Riverside, Cali's in the house. The 935, that's the original Porsche one, would not fit in our trailer, so we had to cut up our trailer to get it to fit. That caused us to spend 3 overnights. It was a lot of work. I'm still recovering. I even have a slight, like I lost my voice and I feel like I'm getting a little bit of cold, but hopefully not. So it's pretty crazy. Thank you so much, Grafting. This was actually the best SEMA for us. So we had 5 vehicles. 2 of them are OEMs. One I'm not at liberty to talk a lot about. Hello, Anthony from the Arctic North. Yes, it's very cold out there in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Yeah, I'll give you guys a call very soon. But nonetheless, we had this lovely center seat boxman for Hot Wheels. We had another 935 here, the beautiful one that was in the AEM K&N booth. We had the electric 935 that was in the Toyota Trepass, which is fantastic. We had, of course, the Hyundai Veloster N, which is pretty good, Yeah, it is late nights, as Sam is saying, it's part of the SEMA experience, but I'd rather not, and I will really bend over backwards. I started early this year. The electric car we started as early as March. This center seat was started as recently as late last year, if you remember, Sam. Last year is when we started that, but still, no matter what, Jupiter's in the house, courtesy of Juan Grande, Big John. Wow, you're pretty far away from Jupiter, but hopefully you had a good day or evening at work, so thank you so much. Hello, guys. Send me those pieces as soon as you can. I'll try. I am so behind, Paul. It's a bit overwhelming with the things that I have to do. I've been non-stop. My pentameter shows I've done 8,000 steps this morning already. I have a car and a dyno, and some coding I had to do yesterday for the EV call, and it's just a whirlwind, and I may have to, after you guys, take a break and lay down for a bit, because I don't want to crash. It's pretty crazy. I know I did lose my voice. I lost my voice it's actually better now than last week. Last week I couldn't talk at all. Kevin is asking, what am I not able to talk about? If I talk about it, that means I did. It's about an OEM project that we worked on for SEMA that I'm not allowed to discuss. It's for an OEM, and it's something that we did behind the scenes, but it's one of the cars that we had prepared for SEMA. So the 5th car. So that's what it was. Hello, Uninegro. Good seeing you. How can I get hired at Bisimoto? Send your resume in if you have what it takes, because enter the first quarter of next year. We have to update the staff and bring some people on board to expand the organization with some of the things that we're focusing on, which is pretty good. I hope we recover fast as well. SOS Custom is in the house. I love those guys. They did something miraculous for us on the electric 935, which I fondly called in K3V. On the K3V, which is a Kremer K3, but an EV setup, and the E is kind of a 3, which is kind of backwards. Anyway, nonetheless, that vehicle, they knocked out the interior in 1 day, which is amazing, you know? Thank you so much. I see I got a call here. You killed it for Sema. All calls are amazing. Said Puro Pinche Nike 13. Thank you for the kind words. I feel so too. It's like usually we have a car that's not so great, and then we have a car that's really great. But this time, I feel with the center seat and Dynapack and the 935X that was in the AEM induction booth, and with the K3 that was in the Sema booth for Toyo, and definitely with the Hyundai that we did was very, very corporate, very nice bolt-on setup. All the cars were absolutely at the peak of their game, which is very exciting, you know? Matthew Bryan says in your exhaust for 84, I have some in stock, so feel free to call in here to the facility, or you can buy it online on the Bisimoto web store. It's very much there. We take care of you, you know? Maybe you do, D-Link. We lean your talent, you know? Yes, Kevin, you should come by. It's a very interesting experience with an electric vehicle. The torque is intoxicating. It's absolutely unlike anything you can recreate with a petrol engine. It's just out the gate is just amazing, you know? 935 and K3V where? Well, the 935X is right here, and the K3s are outside, because believe it or not, I actually have a car in a dyno, which I'm doing crazy stuff. I'm dynoing, I'm building cars, I'm tidying up the facility. The team is here helping, they're running things up front. It's crazy. I have to travel to the Bay Area in the next couple of days. I have meetings with some very important people around alternative energy in the Silicon Valley. So I'll be there for 2 days. I'll be back. So it's pretty crazy, you know. K3V was my favorite, says Fox Design. Thank you so much. New wagon electric build, that'd be really cool. It depends if Honda commissions it. Now, Honda is a brand that is near and dear to my heart and I love very much, but their marketing department has been a little different of late. So if they are more than happy to assist us in that venture, I'll be more than happy to build a crazy EV wagon, or to do something with some of their EV applications as well, you know? Numbers on the EV, that's a great question, D-Link. So let's talk about that. So it started out as a very beautiful 911. You may have seen the white 911 I had before. We're able to, Hetty did a great job in being able to find the original molds for the K3 Kremer, courtesy of the Historics in Monterey. And that was grafted onto a G-body chassis, which is amazing. So let's talk about the motor itself. The engine or motor itself is a 475 kilowatt engine or motor, which for those of you who are not very comfortable with kilowatt speak, that is a 636 horsepower setup. The batteries are LG Chem batteries, which I sourced from my good friends at EV West. It's a 60 volt battery system, very high density, how should I say, lithium ion setup. High density, each module is about 38 pounds, and that vehicle has 12 modules situated in the back and the front, giving me about 32 kilowatt hours of energy. Driving normally, what that means is I can get probably 180 or so miles range during normally. Has full regen capability and so on and so forth. And if I just act a fool and get crazy on it, it'll cut that down in half, which is pretty nice. There's a shifter you may see in the front. I made it very simple. So instead of using a button or a screen, I have a shifter where if you want to move forward, you push forward to go forward. You want to pull back, you pull back. I'll probably do a video with you guys inside when we're done to show you how it moves. It's really, really cool. Car needs alignment. I didn't get to alignment soon, so it drives beautifully, but it'll be much better if I can get alignment on that thing, which is pretty nice. So I should take it to Works very soon. But at some other mods, I'm trying to put a cup kit from KW on it, because that front end is pretty low and I don't want to mess it up, which is pretty nice, you know? Hello, Subomiomoa. Sorry, I hope I didn't put your name. Thank you so much. So that's a little bit of the numbers on that. I don't know the weight of the car yet, but that motor is only about, it's less than 300. The motor and drivetrain together, which is a single gear, about a 275 drive, which is pretty nice. Is about 300 pounds, and it has a custom inverter and a customized controller, which is pretty nice. And the controller gives me capability to see if there are any challenges with it. I have everything connected to an AEM CD5 dash, which shows me all the vitals. So at Liberty, I can look at everything from current draw to current regen, voltage draw, voltage regen. I can look at the temperatures on the inverter, temperatures on the fins, temperatures of the coolant. I can look at the voltages of the entire system. I think as of this morning, I was hovering about 385 volts. I can also look at the voltage of the lower voltage system because I have a DC to DC converter as well. It's pretty cool. you know? Now, for my era, rear fans for looks or purpose, they're gorgeous, by the way. Thank you so much. So, I try to give a nod to some of the EV teams out there with Formula E and what they've done with their fans as well. So the guys at Brixton did a good job. So, as you can imagine, especially since you helped me with this last year, rear fans help by pulling air. Fans period just remove air from underneath the vehicle. So in the front, you can do a great job in cooling brakes. In the rear, you can cool brakes too, but does a great job in evacuating air from underneath the car to allow for better downforce, which is pretty good, you know? So that's pretty nice. Hello, Marlon. It's good seeing you. I didn't run into you again, but it's great seeing you all the way from Florida in Vegas. It was great running to you near the Central Hall, actually South Hall, between Central and South, next to the Turn 14 outside booth. So it was good seeing you. It was great to put a face, to many of you, faces to the electronic, I should say, digital aliases here. Ray DO5 says, I'm looking to build a fairly inexpensive track car. That's kind of tough. Love the Evo 89, but feel like the cost won't allow me to grow as a driver because of the cost of the maintenance. Possibly Civic, I'm too tall for Miata. And you're right, I would say Miata right out the gate. S2000 can be nice as well, and even though you may have a little bit more room than the Miata, you can do really clever things with the seat to get it away with an S2K. So S2K would be a good one, where you don't necessarily have to do anything to their power plant. You can find them at decent prices nowadays and have a lot of fun in a rear-wheel drive front engine setup. And there's a ton of aftermarket support as your passion grows. You can grow with that as well. Porsche Mentality is asking, how am I doing? I am doing extremely well. Thank you so much for asking. Would you boost the Honda Accord 2014 J35? Absolutely. Right behind me is a J30. I'm looking at a J35 right here. You on YouTube can see it, of course. You guys on the my friends right here on the podcast can't hear that at all. But I'm gonna turn this down and I'm gonna flip it, and you will see there's a J35 right there. So that's a big old turbo. So I love boosting J35s. Those are pretty cool. So I'm a huge advocate of that. And I'm all about boost when it comes to J35. So by all means, yeah, do it. It's the way to go. Canada Wheels Duck Coast saying, hey, it's winter up here. What's your go-to tire for ice and snow? I live in SoCal. It never barely rains here. It doesn't really snow at all. If I go to mountains, I use standard all season, but I don't have a dedicated snow tire, unfortunately. Forgive me, you know? Hey, Hetty, good seeing you. Thanks for joining and for your support this past event. Got to meet me at Sema, says Joe Marburger. Incredible builds, well done, thank you so much. We had a great time building them. Little less sleep than I anticipated, you know, but yeah, it's been great. Thank you for forgiving me. Canada Wheel says I'm forgiven. So thank you. My voice is so messed up. Paul, remember in Sema how bad my voice was on Thursday? People couldn't even understand. It was so bad. And Tuesday and Wednesday, I was talking the entire time. My jaw was hurting, which is pretty crazy. Yes, Sestron is asking, was that my van? Yes, it was. It's the van right here. So I'm a bit of a car hoarder, as John can attest to. So as I'm looking, I see the oldest car in my fleet here, which is a 67 912. I have the Insight right there. I have the Viper. I have a 2004 Boxster. I have the van. I have a 914 roller. So if someone wants it, I have a 914 roller, clean title. If someone wants it, $600, come get it. 914, it's a pre-smog too. This is a 1975. If you want a pre-smog 914, I don't even want this in the shop anymore. $600, come and get it. I have a Viper, another Viper. I have a Mercedes 190, the CRZ, the wagon, the Caterham, the blue Porsche, and that's just in the back of the shop here, which is pretty crazy, you know? Yes, Kevin, you should come by the shop. We are here. You have the part 4 of the Hyundai Veloster N. You have part 4. I don't understand what you mean by that, you know? Thank you so much. Crab Emoji said you killed it on your builds this year for Sema. Awesome job, Bisi. Thank you so much. It's not just me at all. It's a team effort. Absolutely. I mean, the team kicked butt. I mean, Hetty, Aaron, Deron, Sam, Andy, Marvin, Lindsay up front as well, Albert. Everyone just kicked butt. I'm so fortunate and lucky to have a great team, you know? How much for the wagon? Money is no option. I am not selling my wagon. No, I haven't even had fun with it. Right when we started having fun, right, Kevin? Right when we started having fun with the wagon, going to Irwindale testing, Sema crunch came, and we had to stop and kept building the Sema cars. So, that being said, you know, it wasn't going to happen, you know. Yeah, there's quite a few booster cars. What booster cars do we have here? The van, the twin turbo Hot Wheels car, twin turbo 935, the wagon. Yeah, we have a lot of boosts here, you know. No, Ikibytes, I said you can pick up a 914 roller with a clean title, Porsche 914 for $600 if you want it. Wagon 600. Would you really take it for 600 if I gave it to you? Wouldn't you think something was wrong? Maybe I had a bomb in it or something. Anyway, okay, back to race car stuff. Amen. Peter Patrick says, Bisi, cheers from Switzerland. Congrats to the Bisi team for Sema. Thank you so much, Peter. Thank you for the well wishes from all across the globe. Appreciate that. How can you make a 400 horsepower F20C? Yes, I can. Absolutely. F20C has one of the highest flowing heads that Honda's ever created from factory and has tons of potential. Yes, you can make. I mean, we did over 430 wheel with a F22A single cam from an Accord. So F20C is definitely possible. Are the AM shoes in the trunk? No, they're not. Thank you, Canada Wheels. You're too kind. I was really worried because think about what we did this year. We ventured into something that many of you embraced, but a few of you also were very upset with me when I talked about the future of mobility and tuning being electric. And I was really, really worried about building a 935, which by itself is an iconic race car for Porsche files globally. So if you want to mess with a car, mess with a Boxster, even mess with a G-body. Don't mess with the 935s. And we did. We took a 935 and with the team, with help from, Sam was very integral to that, with Sant, with our good friends from EV West, getting all these components together and being able to create an EV setup was absolutely spectacular. And something I had to brace, walking around with my Do Not Judge Me wig and a flame suit on. Excuse me. It was very, very difficult. It's water. And I was very concerned, but luckily, we received a lot of embracing from the Porsche community, which is great. Okay. Dealing said, what can we see for 2020? Let's see. Something all-wheel drive. Another EV. Excuse me. Something a little shocking. This year was shocking for a lot of people where they didn't expect us to be able to rebuild. Excuse me. I need to rest. It was shocking to see this collaboration between Ornamental Conifer, Rock Bottom, RevSec, and also Race Service to build this crazy artsy Porsche. Shocking to see an EV935. Shocking to see a Hot Wheels center seat. Shocking to see a bolt-on car from us and Hyundai, which we usually go in the engine, go crazy, but we kept the engine stock and did a bunch of bolt-ons and engine tuning, which is rare. And then, topped it off with something very lifestyle. So you can expect to see something just as different from what we typically do next year. And I promise you, you will not be disappointed. R35 asking, would you build a center seat EV Porsche? I would. As a matter of fact, we're talking to the executives at Hot Wheels last week, and they're interested in electrifying this one. So that'd be a pretty good one, wouldn't it? E-Golf would be cool too, It's true. If you guys ever, I know a lot of us were at SEMA, but if you ever venture to the CES show in Vegas, it's the same venue as where SEMA was, and it's going to happen in the second week of January next year. You need to see what the OEMs are doing. You should see how much Honda's investing, and Porsche, and Mitsubishi of all companies, and Toyota, and Hyundai, and Kia, and Mobis as their partner company. You should see what these companies are investing in EV mobility solutions. It's shocking. Absolutely. Bisi, can you sponsor my FK8? Build my motor, keep whenever. I don't understand what you're saying, but I'm more than happy to help sponsor cars. As long as it's a win-win where we help you and you help us, I'm all open to it. Send your proposal to lab@bisimoto.com and we'll see what we can do. Gob Did Great is asking a question that I'm asked 100 times a year, more than. Why did you run your van on the fastest car? And I'll answer you again, Gob. It's because it was chosen. The car that I submitted for the fastest car was a blue Porsche and a rear-wheel drive. You remember this, Sam? The rear-wheel drive converted Santa Fe. So we had 1,100 horsepower Santa Fe from Hyundai, rear-wheel drive, fast, crazy, shoots flames, burnouts, ridiculous, right? We submitted that. The producers came here to look at the car, saw the van, like, we want that because it makes better television. Even though it's front wheel drive and doesn't hook up. And I knew that we're going to a gunfight with a butter knife. And I wasn't allowed to run slicks, which would at least given me a little edge. It's more exciting a car for television, you know? So it is reality TV. If it was something that was a race event, right now as we sit, if it was a race event that I need to have fun with and put some stuff down, it would either be my Insight slick down or the new EV we just built. Those are the two cars that I'll put out there and just destroy whoever, you know? Or with a little bit of opportunity, slick down all four corners of Wagovan. Then we can do some good stuff, you know? R35 saying the future is probably going to be all about EV cars. Not probably, it is. It's happening now. The technology is getting more cost effective. Batteries are becoming more denser. Technology is advancing. Things are getting smaller. It's completely, you don't have any emissions at all. It's zero emissions. And the thing is fast. You should ask Hetty, tell them how it is. It's fast. I mean, I don't need sound and vibration to know that I can enjoy a car. I like the whole sleeper look where you don't hear anything and it's just ridiculously fast. So I like that, you know. Real Radical Speed says, do you want a Viper to play with? I have two already. I have a 5th gen right there. I'm looking at a black one. I have another one right here, and a red one. We're kind of good. Have you driven Taycan? I may this week. I may later on this week, so I haven't driven Taycan yet, but I love that. I love the concept of Taycan and how it looks, and to see what Porsche's take is on it. Unlike the one we built was a single drive, I think the Taycan allows for 1-gear shift, which is pretty cool. So that'd be very nice, you know? Yeah, Gob the Great, thank you so much. You know, it is a television show. Porsche 911 with Turbo STI or LS Turbo build. Between those two, I guess LS Turbo would be ideal. Turbo STIs leave a little bit to be desired on the reliability standpoint. The LS one would be sick. Turbo LS would be just absolutely amazing, you know? She's quicker than Model S. That's pretty cool. I'm not surprised, but we'll see. You know, Elon doesn't take things laying down. He will come out with something crazy, you know? What am I doing with the 5th gen? Twin turbocharging one, and the other one we just did a simple modification of intake, exhaust, and a flash. Do I know anything about the Alpine? Asked Peter Pattis. A110. Not available. No, I'm not familiar with that. What do you think happens with all the e-waste from batteries or generators when they go bad? Recycling. There's big business in recycling batteries when they're depleted. It's a very, as far as I'm concerned, a necessary evil and very much pales in comparison to the damage that pollutants and combustants of fossil fuels can do. So yes, as a chemical engineer, I embrace the ability to recycle batteries and to repurpose them. And don't be surprised if we have a division that allows us to do that, you know? What happened to your W201? Asked Hiroshi. Look back there. See that? It's right there in the corner. That's where the 201 is. It's right there. Just bought my Odyssey Hot Wheel. Thank you so much for the kind words and support. Appreciate that. What about Volvo? I love Volvo. I wouldn't mind building a Volvo wagon. That'd be so dope. Winter Master's asking, Bisi, is there a strategy when putting hood vents onto a car? Yes, there is. Huge strategy. And it has to both do with high pressure areas and also venting high temperature regions. So it's not a status where you just put them anywhere. If you're building pressure in a wheel well and you want to evacuate that pressure, it's a good place for a vent. We tend to use software to do that. So you have access to tons of different software. We can do CFD analysis and be able to see where the high pressure areas are and be able to modify the model accordingly and see what results are created based upon the venting, aperture, size, length, and location. I want to turbo mine. I have a 5th gen Viper. If you want to work together, I'm interested. I have a pretty good following. Also, I'm an engineer as well. Oh, fantastic. I love seeing engineers do great stuff. I don't have any plans in doing another turbo Viper anytime soon. Our friends from Bisimoto can help you if you want something to do very quickly. But if you want us to partner with you, it's going to be a while because we are chock full of projects. And Sam and the team is going to be very mad at me very soon what we have coming their way. Let's go get some cheeseburgers. Sure, why not? I can take a cheeseburger right now. JJ Gates 15 says, great job, BC. Been following since the Sail Cam CRX. Old school. That's pretty good. 996 with Tiptronic, able to handle a few track days a year and a daily. It depends on what kind of track days you're doing. If it's simple DE, you can get away with it. That Tiptronic gearbox is pretty weak. That is a weak point of that. That's a tough one. A manual would be a lot more robust than Tiptronic, especially when you put some heat into those things. They don't get very happy. If you're going to a couple of small track days a year, literally a couple, you could be okay. But if you want to do a dedicated weekend racer, or you're doing 6, 7, a dozen plus track days a year, you may want to upgrade to a manual gearbox, and that will allow you to do some great things indeed, you know? Chineme says, a Volvo 240 wagon. Yep, that'd be awesome. Something like what the Omega one was, right? That was pretty cool. I love Volvo wagons. And I have a soft spot because growing up, my parents had a 244 DL, and that was our daily, and I got taken to school, and I just have a soft spot for Volvo wagons because of it. So you never know. Currently building RD1 CRV, all-wheel drive K-swap. That's awesome, OG Legends. The more the merrier. The more all-wheel drives out there, the better. I love the creativity of the Honda world, especially when it comes to all-wheel drive applications. Absolutely smashing, you know? Even just done a cam and bolt-ons. We'll be happy with that and the content, says Real Radical Speed. That's good. Fantastic. Keep modifying. The more modifications, the better. And put it this way, guys. I am not marquee specific. So it doesn't matter if it's a Volvo or a Ford or a Honda or a Porsche or an Aston or an Acura. It doesn't matter. Mazda, I love all cars. And it doesn't have to, it could be natural aspirated where I hold my teeth. It could be turbocharging where we're known well for. It could be our new foray into the EV world. I love propulsion. I love cars, you know? Whatever happened to your Viper build? Thought it was going to be for Sema as well. Well, we've had quite a few. You may have missed it. Fox Design, we had it in 2015, 2016. It's all a blur, isn't it? My God. Tons of builds. It's pretty crazy. What's up, Bisi? You're my hero, says Riley. Thank you so much, Riley. I appreciate that. Riley Adrich01. Thank you so much. We all love cars, says ABENSX. Thank you so much. Or Apex NSX. Thank you so much. I appreciate that indeed. BEZ78 says the same thing. Thumbs up. Thank you so much, guys. Man, my voice is really bothering me. This is horrible. Okay. Let me take some water. Forgive me. What do you like more, the new NSX or that Aston that we just had, says ITB Kevin? That's a great question. Both cars are going after the same audience. Both cars are in a similar price range. The Aston was really raw. Really a raw vehicle. I mean, it's raw but elegant, if that makes sense. It's like, it really is a Bond car. Elegant but raw. Especially if you think of the actor who took over the helm of 007 of the most recent Bond films. That really encompasses him as an actor. The NSX, I love the dynamic mode. The fact that I can go from quiet, full EV, to all-out track mode with just a flick of the wrist and a turn of a knob. It's almost like you're swapping out motors and exhaust systems and protocol within seconds. That's really cool. And the NSX looks very exotic. But so does, you know, it's difficult. I would say a tie. They're both really good cars. If you wanted something very visceral, I would say the Aston is the way to go. If you want something really super techy and has that crazy uber exotic look, NSX is a good one, you know? Tea with honey and a teaspoon of butter will fix me right up. OG Legends, you're probably right. That butter part, I don't know. I don't really like butter. But I should try it. My voice is really, from last week, it started Tuesday. It's so bad. I think you're right. A hot toddy would work real red for you. Thank you so much. It was good seeing you last week as well. It's great seeing you. I see you at Irwindale, at the racetrack. I think I saw you at Fontana. And I get to see you in Vegas. You guys are hardcore enthusiasts. I appreciate that, you know? Oh, thank you so much. You had how much? 15 plus centimeters of snow? Wow, NSX. You need to move to California. It's awesome. California is fantastic indeed, you know? Oh my goodness. Okay. Best band. 2JZ manual transmission. I think CD009. I think that CD009 that gearbox is pretty robust. That's the one I've seen a lot of customers come here. Even the guys from Hoonigan. And this one that's virtually indestructible. Yeah, Duran, I said it. CD009, virtually indestructible. Duran's all about that Nissan life. Notice is great, but it's not in your face crazy. Yeah, it's not in your face crazy. It is, you know, the styling, they did a good job. I like it. And the more I drive it, it's the only, I would say, exotic car that I could drive daily. It's that manageable to drive daily, which is pretty nice, you know. AMG'd up. Great seeing you as well, meeting you as well. Hello, Think Tank LLC. Good afternoon. Oh, Aaron's laughing. Real Radical Speeds. I just sold my 700 horsepower Silcam Del Sol. We had a little parts in it. Oh, but I'm sure, guess what? The legacy continues. Someone else gets to enjoy it. And now you get to build something even cooler. And I can help you with parts as well. I know we're getting close to tax season when it gets bananas with Honda parts. But it should be a good one as well. You can expect to see a lot of variety entering next year with us and our partners as well. T56 versus CD09. Ooh. That's a good one. I guess CD09 because of price. Yeah, Kevin, I think CD09. I think that's a good one. I think that's a good one. What's new with the all-white wagon? Is he still leading? It's parked right there. It's parked right there on an inverter. It's being charged right now. So Sema's over. As I told you earlier, if you had, we had the opportunity to do a lot of testing with the wagon at Urbandale and see what we can do with street tires and get little stickier tires and so on and so forth. So Sema Crunch came down right when we did some mods to the gearbox. Kevin helped do a smashing job in rebuilding the gearbox and putting on longer gear because the gears I had there was really shorter. So we haven't gone to the track with a longer gear, so that's one. We now have a strain gauge on it to allow for clutch and shifts via the Infinity, which is great. We have a lighter set of brakes from Fast Brakes somewhere right over there. So we had some Buddy Club brakes, were pretty large, but they're a little bit heavier. So we're going to take those off and install some lightweight brakes, which is pretty nice. And then that'll be good. So, do you think wagons are coming back? I do. Just like fashion, vehicles are cyclical. And you'll see the, hot hatches now starting to come back. You see wagons starting to make a very nice resurgence. Absolutely. Yes, now we can take the wagon back out. Absolutely. So the key thing I need to do now is button up a few vehicles. We have some photo shoots. We did a photo shoot yesterday with this car, the Hot Wheels car, Rod's 935 and the E935 with KW. So we have some more photo shoots lined up for this. And then I think this car has to visit Sam briefly for some small tweaks. And then that will go to Hot Wheels, to their museum. And then we have a few events lined up for both cars, the EV and this. And then I think part of the EV has to also go to Sam as well for some mods. And then some of the stickers I don't quite like, so we need to redo them on the K3V. So AutoWorks, take care of that. And then I need to tidy this place up. It's too much rubbish, just things we took off and put on in the shop. So we need to tidy this up. I need to catch up on some orders for customers. And then we'll start having fun with the wagon again. It's pretty nice, Hello, Alan, good seeing you. Yes, that's the CRZ in the background, the very first one we built, which that thing was awesome. It's the first OEM car we built, made 533 horsepower, was a transmission destroyer. We detuned her to 350 and gearboxes are holding together now, which is pretty good. So, which I should really put up for sale. I'm not really using that car. And then David, my good friend, supports me with that venture. So if you're interested in a 300 to 500 horsepower CRZ, let's chat. Let's go ahead and chat. And I'll make you a smashing deal, When are we doing the 981 Turbo Kit? So Think Tank LC, we need to talk about that. I don't think that's something we can explore this time. I'll write back to you and let you know what my thoughts are. Well, I cannot go to track this week, Kevin, because I'm flying out tomorrow to Silicon Valley because we're doing some serious meetings. Believe I'll share with you and my family. I have meetings with Google tomorrow. So we're taking this whole EV thing very seriously. And I have meetings with some very important people in the Silicon Valley tomorrow. And I come back Thursday night. So therefore we can't race. And then Friday we have other meetings here at the facility. And I think another event out in West LA. And then we have another event on Saturday. And I think a small event on Sunday. So it's pretty crazy. Next week, it may be a possibility, depending on how crazy we get, which would be pretty nice. Hello, Diamond Chance. Good seeing you. Michael, good afternoon. Hello, Bulldog, sorry. How dare I mess up your name? Bulldog Racing. Good seeing you. I will call you tonight, Sam, for sure. Yeah, I love wagons too. Paul says a BC CTSV wagon build. That'd be pretty cool. You know what? We started a relationship with Cadillac, the GM division of Cadillac. I wonder where that went. Huh? We'll look into that. Anyway, okay. So where were we? We good. We should take it serious. Wow, Kevin. Of all the things that I need to do, the wagon thing is something I want to do for fun, not something serious. I have probably 2 very serious projects that I need to embark on, like super serious, that could affect the future of organization. That really should be my priority. The wagon is just a fun thing, not a serious thing I should do. It really isn't at all, you know. Ah, Francis in the house. Good seeing you. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate the kind words. Custom Paint Exotics. Cool name. Jim Genghis Khan. Good seeing you as well. Hello indeed, sir. Good. Oh, Canada. Look at that cool Canada heart. That's pretty nice. Thank you so much, guys. Wow, my voice. It feels so weird. I'm talking. It sounds like me, but doesn't quite sound like me, which is pretty cool. 4-wheel drive S2000. Now that is a cool project. That'd be super invasive to build. You have to cut the crap out of that car to make it happen. Good afternoon, Disfit Moves. Good seeing you. Ah, guys from France, also a fan. Get some rest. I know. Thank you so much. Yeah, if I get really sick, nothing happens. I need to rest properly. I'll probably do that this evening. I promise. Okay, here's what I promise, Sebastian. Right after the dyno, I will get some rest. But here's the thing. How many of you guys are in LA? Aloha from Maui. I see Maui's in the house. I see New York City's in the house. Courtesy of Motorsports Detailing. Thank you so much. I see a lot of people from Canada. I see some Germany here, which is pretty good. Thank you so much. But how many of you are from LA? Oh, Real Red for you. It's from LA. That's good. I kind of figured. We have the LA Auto Show coming up very soon. And I want to start off with something. I have a couple of tickets to give away for the LA Auto Show coming up. So LA Auto Show is like the to-go place when you want to see everything automotive. And then it's like a week-long, absolutely amazing. You see futuristic cars, you see current cars, you see some old-school past cars. You have Kendall Hall downstairs with some really cool, souped-up vehicles. It's a great destination for amazing automotive content and exposure. And they're focusing a lot on future mobility, which is why I'm very interested. I'll do a Tech Tuesday there. Excuse me, very soon. Fontana's in the house. Down under, wow, that's a bit of a trek. Miami, custom paint, that's really far. But maybe you'll come down. Excuse me. Wow, okay. My voice is killing me and I'm coughing. This is so bad. Sebastian says, I like so much your Civic Shuttle. Thank you so much. The LA Auto Show exists, I think it was the 3rd week of November, which is pretty nice. Oh, 4th week of November? I need to get my times right. It's on my calendar, which I'm using my phone for. Belgium, that's pretty far. But here's the thing. I want to give away a couple of tickets. And I'll do this as the week progresses, as we get up to the auto show. So let's start off with 2. And I'll make the questions very, very easy. And if you win, just DM me, and I'll be able to get your details and send you the information accordingly, okay? Real referees that should come out to the LA, to the drag races this weekend in Pomona. Laverne has her car show the following weekend. Oh man, that's so cool. But my Saturday, I think I may be able to do that. I may be able to come out, you know? LA Dismantler, of course, you're in LA. Marky Marks, hello, good seeing you. So, who is the person, let's see. I'm gonna ask a quick question. Whoever answers this first, I'll give you a ticket to LA Auto Show. But I have to think of a good question. Okay, here's a good one. This car right behind me, the Hot Wheels center seat Boxman, it was displayed in a very good partner of ours. What booth was this Hot Wheels center seat, carbon fiber roofed, beautiful twin turbo car displayed in? Which booth? Thank you, Sebastian. Appreciate the kind words. What booth was the Bisimoto Boxman, Hot Wheels Boxman displayed in? There's a pretty cool plaque right here. Nice plaque to go with it. Pretty cool. Pretty proud. What booth was it? Whoever can share the booth with me, I would give a ticket to the LA Auto Show. Marky Mark, good choice. Pure, but not. Fox Design knew it. Dynapack. Fox Design got it first. Oh, Sam, you got it first. You got it too. Oh, you know, all my partners know this. So, Paul, you get a ticket to the LA Auto Show. Even though you're far away, maybe you have to fly back down to the West Coast again. Take advantage of it. So Paul, send me a DM, and I'll be able to get that ticket out to you. No problem whatsoever. Okay, I have one more to give out. Let's see. This is really easy. What was the first OEM vehicle I ever built for a manufacturer that went to Sema? First vehicle. And we talked about that literally a moment ago. What vehicle is it? First OEM build that we displayed at Sema for a major manufacturer, one that I honed my teeth in. Gapina? Bisi is busy? Yes, I am, extremely. Odyssey? No. Mark, great, but try, but not that. Hyundai? Nope, not a Hyundai, but I need a model. Make a model of a car, ideally. CRZ, West Coast, XSE, got it, CRZ. So West Coast, XSE, send me a DM. Let me know that you won the second prize, and I would get that ticket out to you. So guys, I'll be coming on and off from time to time, from now to the LA Auto Show. And when I come on, log on, because we're going to do some talking, and I'm going to ask a couple questions, and when we do, you get to win tickets to the LA Auto Show. And it's hard to get in, and even if you have access, it's pretty expensive. I'm giving you these tickets for free, so thank you so much, guys. Well, guys, a bit of slice of heaven. My voice is killing me. I need to go lay down. But thank you so much for joining me on the 105th episode of Bisimoto Tech Tuesday. Thanks so much for your support as we had the opportunity to explore wonderful, wonderful convention at Sema last week. It was great. We had the center seat in Dynapack. We had the beautiful 935X in the AEM K&N induction booth. We had the K3V electric 935. Thank you so much, LA Dismantler, for helping with those as well. At the Toyota Tri-Pass, we had two vehicles with major OEMs, one of them being a Veloster N in the Hyundai booth, which is great. So guys, thank you so much. I will see you soon. Take care. Cheers, and have a pleasant balance of the day. Take care. Bye-bye.